stop saying anything at all. I honestly think the community managers, whoever running their social accounts, decided to go to bed, which fair enough. It's pretty late. So what does this all mean? What's going on? Was anything revealed today? Short answer is no. Essentially, in case you missed it, which it's probably still up right now, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they were a couple minutes late, maybe 3 minutes late, Dead by Daylight went live on their Twitch channel and their YouTube channel, and they streamed a cabin in the woods. Now, at first, we thought that, you know, in due time, something was going to pop up and something was going to happen. And for a while, nothing happened. The image looked still. It looked like a picture. And I literally said, this is just a picture. As I said that, a guy riding a bike just jolts across the street. And I was like, oh, okay. So we need to take it back a little bit because there were an order of things that happened throughout the stream, mainly just audio things. And then we'll talk about how that ties into two different theories and kind of debunks one of them. The first thing is, and one of the recurring things that we heard were crows and birds. Throughout the entire stream, we heard tons of crows, tons of birds. They just kept coming and coming every so often, 10 minutes or so. We'll hear a crow or a bird. Well, it's longer than 13 seconds, right? At one point, we heard a gunshot. There was a gunshot that happened. It was just a sound effect. Nobody knew what it meant. It was just some gunshot. Startled all of us because all you really heard in your headset was white noise. This is going to last 13 minutes, and then at the end of it, we're going to see someone coming. Eventually, we seen that guy riding his bike coming along, which was quite interesting. We heard some dog barking in the background for a while. Then we heard some car doors slam. We heard some voices of people, and we were like, okay, something's gonna happen. Nothing happened. In the background, we saw some dude just walking. He was just casually like moving around through the bushes. And then the most telling thing that kind of swapped everybody from one theory to another was that the entire screen kind of shook with static. And at that point, everyone was like, okay, this is Slender Man. Like at this point, we're in the woods. We're getting static on screen. The video and the image that they shown has static. And this happened maybe 3 times during the live stream. Then things continued to go like where the crows were sounding, mainly just crows. Then we saw a big branch fall on the shed. I know I sound like a lunatic right now. Then we heard distinct music and some chatter that was way off into the background. Then we saw a person running away in the background. And the final thing where I called it a night after 3 hours of just staring at a cabin, which I swear this is just a social experiment on who can watch a cabin longer, was a crow. It flew in, it stayed on top of the cabin, and cawed a little bit, and then it flew straight into the camera. That is all we've had. That is all we've had for the past 3 hours. And we have to make some theories, some suggestions, some ideas from this. So I personally think this stream is going to run until Monday or maybe 13 hours. 13 was also the length of the video that they tweeted out at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, with the 13. Now, the one theory that has been debunked kinda is Pennywise. We've seen nothing that can kind of work with Pennywise here. I know some people that really want Pennywise might try to tie some loose ends together, but realistically, there's nothing to deal with Pennywise here at all. Absolutely nothing in my opinion. The biggest one, which I would say is now the front runner, well at least was Slender Man. Once we saw the static on screen and we heard like the staticky noise, and then Dead by Daylight tweeted that video of some dude just running around, and then we seen like a static image, people were like, okay, Slender 8 pages, you're insanity. That was already one of the theories that we had, maybe in the top 3 or top 5, not the top 2. So it definitely could be Slender Man. So right now, that is one of the front running theories that people are having. They're just connecting the dots. The other theory that people are having is Jason again. And the reason for Jason is because, you know, there's the cabin in the woods. The teleport also is similar to Friday the 13th, the game, when he teleports. And that static appears. I think I said teleport twice there. My brain's fried. But that static is similar to when he teleports and you get static on your screen. They also have correlated that that audio that we hear of the person in the woods, the first kind of noise and that breathing sounds like the chi, ma. It sounds like that. So people are correlating the two of those together. Then we obviously hear people getting to what seems like the campgrounds or cabin in the woods or whatever. We hear the car door slamming, people are there, and then they're playing music and they're having fun. People are associating this with the counselors coming to camp, and then eventually people are running away and you hear gunshots and things like that. So maybe it's a loop and Jason's actually trying to kill them. Those are the two theories that we have now, and Pennywise is pretty much debunked. Now, I must say, this is an interesting way to tease everything. I don't personally mind it. I just wish it wasn't at 9 p.m. at night. We've been sitting here. It's now 12 a.m. We've been sitting here for so long, and I feel bad for my EU friends and streamers that have been up until 5, 6 in the morning now, right? But I'm assuming there's a reason for this. Hopefully, maybe there was no reason and that'd just be a weird choice. I'm assuming there's going to be like a 13-hour stream, and then the reveal will be at like 10 or 11 a.m. on Saturday. Or maybe this runs all the way into Monday and then PTB Tuesday. We'll have to wait and see exactly what it all means. But those are the kind of two theories that people have. Tomorrow, if nothing's revealed, I'll watch through again and see what people have posted and talked about online, and then give you guys an updated version of everything that's going on. But yeah, that's kind of all we had with the stream. A tad bit disappointing. I thought we were going to get a reveal and know exactly who the killer was going to be, but we don't at this point in time, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm assuming, personally, that the reveal is going to be a Monday. Now, Monday, you might think is Memorial Day, and DBD won't be in office, but remember, they are Canadian. They had Victoria Day last week, so they will be in offices, so make sure you're looking over the weekend / on Memorial Day if you want to get the full kind of breakdown of what's going on. My money is still on Jason. I think because of the 13-second trailer on every single